You already are the oldest president in history. Is there any doubt in your mind that you would be able to function in such circumstances?
Not at all, Mr. Truitt, and I want you to know that also I will not make age an issue of this campaign. I am not going to exploit for political purposes my opponent's youth and inexperience.
The brain is really the essence of who we are. It's our identity. It's how we interact with everybody. It's how people know us.
Time for the news. We actually don't have a teletype machine. That's Fred Astaire dancing on a hot plate. Thank you, Fred.
Cell death in the brain and the nervous system is a fundamental process of all disorders of the brain. And so people with mental illness suffer from high nerve cell death, as do people with neurodegenerative disease, as do people who have had injuries.
A pathology report reveals Robin Williams suffered from Lewy body dementia. That's the same disease radio icon Casey Kasem had before he passed away in June.
The brain helps make us who we are, and it's very scary for families when their relatives start changing their personality, when they're not able to be the person that they were before. And so people are living longer, but they're not necessarily always living better. My hope is that our research will lead to new therapeutics to treat brain injury and brain disease.
Neurodegeneration is a broad term that essentially means loss of neurons in the brain that go on to affect cognitive function. There are a number of causes of neurodegeneration, many that we are still trying to understand and discover, but it is a major cause of death and disability worldwide.
The brain is sort of the last frontier of medicine. It's the part of the body that we understand least about. So while medicine has made tremendous advances in extending lifespan and curing other forms of disease, we haven't made equivalent progress in understanding and keeping the brain healthy. And so as a consequence, the number of people that develop an aging-associated neurodegenerative disease or experience normal neurodegeneration with aging is increasing, and it's increasing rapidly.
When you talk about diseases like Alzheimer's disease, traumatic brain injury, dementia, the treatment options we have, even with all the modern medical tools at our disposal, are limited.
I think that in general, the field of medicine is recognizing the great importance of placing a greater emphasis on studying the brain and brain health, not just in terms of disease, but also in terms of general brain health throughout the lifespan.
Our vision is a future where diseases that are neurodegenerative, causing dementia or memory loss, can be prevented, treated, and cured.
I think Cleveland is unique because we're really making an all-out effort to really hit this problem head-on.
We have a lot of knowledge. We are now gaining increasing insights into how that knowledge is applicable to brain and brain health, and we have therapies that are on the verge of being able to enter into human subjects.
So this is a pivotal time for the Neurological Institute at university hospitals. Building on this tremendous research success, we have an extremely collaborative environment in Cleveland. There's so many resources here, clinical experts, biomedical research and innovations, that now's the time.
I'm very proud of the team that we put together. It is really the who's who in brain and blood vessel biology, as well as leaders in clinical research.
When you put it all together, we have something very unique here at university hospitals with a lot of potential that, frankly, very few, if any, other organizations have at their disposal. The research in this field here at UH has game-changing potential for us on the clinical side. There's really no research that's really more on the cutting edge. We think this groundbreaking work is going to translate into hope to these patients who really have limited options and limited hope now.
Discoveries often take a long time, and there's a build-up phase, and then there's a moment where you have exponential insights into disease. And we're really, I think, at a moment in time where we are ready to explode.